Even more Resident Evil VR coming to the Quest 2, brand new Quest game announcements. Happy Monday. Let's check out some Quest news. All right, let's kick this off with what you're here for, and that's more Resident Evil on the Quest 2. Yes, we have a leaked trailer that shows Resident Evil 4's Mercenaries mode coming to the Quest 2 next year. Mercenaries is a bonus game mode that has you jumping back into some of the game's levels and fighting against hordes of enemies, all against the clock, trying to get a high score. I imagine this will probably have a high score social leaderboard. The original mode also allows you to choose other characters to play as, which I assume will probably be present as well. But the biggest part about this isn't necessarily that this specifically is coming, although this is going to be awesome, but that they are releasing free DLC for Resident Evil 4. Hopefully that means we'll get the other DLC. There are several pieces of DLC, like the Ada Wong content, which would be awesome to include in a future update as well. Currently, they have not said one way or the other. Currently, this is just a leak, but it was on the official Oculus channel, so it's definitely legitimate. What this does is opens up the door for more DLC for Resident Evil 4 and hopefully for more Resident Evil content. They're very invested, it would seem, in Resident Evil in VR on the Quest 2. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see not just a Mercenaries DLC, but other DLCs for Resident Evil 4 and additional games being ported to the Quest 2 as well. Well, we've had some new game announcements, and the first one is Forever Darts by the team that made Forever Bull. This, obviously, is a darts game, and it'll have you jumping into pubs to play darts with friends with hand tracking, which sounds like it could be really awesome. It depends on how things work and how they tackle things like locomotion around the room, but if hand tracking works well in Forever Darts, it could be a great game to jump into with friends, and you can see here, it does use the new avatar system that Oculus has put into place. Apparently, there's going to be 3 different halls, as well as a jukebox that you can use to search YouTube for music. It's set to launch December 16th for $9.99 on Quest 1 and Quest 2. You can use controllers as well, by the way, if you don't want to try the hand tracking. But for me, if the hand tracking works halfway decent, I think it's going to be pretty awesome to jump into a social experience with the hand tracking and throw around some darts. And hey, you don't have to go up and grab the darts off the board to keep playing. Resolution Games also announced a brand new game coming next year to all VR platforms called Ulta Mechs. Considering that Resolution comes out with pretty much exclusively multiplayer games, we're going to go ahead and assume that Ulta Mechs is a multiplayer game. In fact, it looks kind of like a Rocket League style game with mech soccer of some kind. The mech in this trailer looks really cool already, and if you know anything about me, I love mech games, so I'm excited to try a multiplayer mech game that kind of is a mixture of Rocket League and something like Mech Warrior, it would seem. Hopefully we get a satisfying boot sequence and some really cool gameplay to go along with this game, but this game will be coming out in 2022, and I am very excited because I love pretty much everything Resolution Games comes out with. Speaking of Resolution Games, the brand new 3rd dungeon for Demio has been announced, and it's launching next month on December 16th. This again is a free download for those that already own the game. Also being added to the game along with this new dungeon is a bard character, which is going to be pretty cool as well. This is called the Roots of Evil. If you have not played Demio yet, it is a lot of fun with friends, and with the recent update, you can save mid-game now. You don't have to finish the entire session, so if something pops up, you can save it and return back to it, which is a very requested feature, and I'm glad that they brought that because sometimes you just don't have time to spend hours playing through the dungeons. Now let's go back for a second. We talked about mechs. Let's talk about a brand new mech game that is now on the Quest, and that is Iron Rebellion. Iron Rebellion recently launched in early access on App Lab, and I put a teaser out on a couple of my social platforms, including on the community tab here on YouTube, and I'm in love with this boot sequence. You're seeing some footage here right now. It currently is only a 1v1 game. Currently, as I said, it is in early access, so there's a limited amount of content. You can check it out at the link in the description if you want to check out the game on App Lab. It's still a lot of fun, but right now it is pretty sparse on content. The goal, though, is in the future to have a 4v4 multiplayer, additional maps and modes and classes, and it already shows a lot of polish and a lot of fun. So hopefully we can see this jump ahead and get full funding, and we'll see an awesome game that is exactly what I've always wanted with mechs. The fact that you can press all the buttons and turn all the knobs in the cockpit, and even changing the audio for your microphone or others' microphones is a switch in the cockpit, is just pretty awesome. Just booting this freaking thing up is amazing, and it feels really good. So if you love mechs at all, this is definitely worth getting just for the boot up sequence. We talked about hand tracking a bit ago, and now Clash of Chefs has gotten a hand tracking update. Clash of Chefs is a single player or multiplayer time management cooking game, and I actually had quite a good time playing it, although it does seem pretty easy and you can kind of beat all of the levels fairly quickly without a lot of challenge. But now with hand tracking, you can do it all without controllers, which could be challenging depending on your lighting situation and how well the hand tracking actually works. But if you love cooking time management games and you want to use hand tracking to do it, then now you can with the Clash of Chefs hand tracking update. Updates galore, it would seem, as Walkabout Mini Golf has added a brand new course called Gardens of Babylon. This is a $2.99 add-on. It's not free, but it looks incredible. I love this game, especially for the multiplayer. It's fun to jump in and just play and just have a relaxing round of mini golf. But if you're looking for a multiplayer game that is so much fun with several people, this is the game I recommend almost everyone to jump into, especially those newer to VR, because it is so comfortable. You can grab your parent, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your grandparent even, or just friends and jump into a game, and it works incredibly well. I have introduced people to VR with this game, and it's an awesome way to do it, and it's usually pretty mind-blowing because of how well it actually works. But the new DLC looks awesome. I can't wait to check it out. I have yet to do that yet, but as with all the other courses, we already know it's going to be pretty great, and they put a lot of work into their game. We actually had a surprise release last week, and I was super excited to check it out. I still have not had the time to actually check this out, but Lucky's Tale dropped for the Quest 2 last week for $19.99. This was originally a Rift launch title, and it is a platforming game where you play as Lucky. This has been redesigned for the Quest 2. This port actually looks pretty darn good. I personally love platforming games like Moss and Astrobot Rescue Mission. If you've not played a 3D third-person platformer in VR, you're really missing out, because it's one of the coolest experiences you can have to be surrounded by one of those worlds. In all honesty, it is the only way I really enjoy playing platformers now, having played some huge platformers and enjoyed it so much. That's the only negative about platformers in VR. As soon as you play one, you'll realize how much different and how much better it is to play a platformer while being inside of the virtual environment instead of just looking at it from a 2D screen. Needless to say, Lucky's Tale coming to the Quest is pretty awesome, and I hope a lot of people enjoy the game, as it's just a fantastic and very cute game. Black Friday is almost here, and the Black Friday deals are now live for the Quest 2, which means you can buy a Quest 2 for $2.99 and get a $50 gift card or store credit depending on where you buy it from. If you buy it from the official Oculus store, I'll leave a link down in the description, you get a $50 Oculus store credit to spend on games, or you could buy it from stores like Amazon. Again, a link down in the description, and you'll get a $50 Amazon gift card. There are other retailers as well, like Target and Best Buy, offering similar programs with a $50 gift card. I'll put a link down in the description to those as well. There you go. That's the news and updates I have for you today for this Monday. What do you think of all this stuff going on? Let me know down in the comments what you're most excited for. I really am looking forward to the new update to Resident Evil and to the new mech game by Resolution Games. Of course, I'm excited for anything new coming to the Quest, as it's always fun to jump in and check out what people have been working on. But let me know down in the comments what you think and what you're most looking forward to. Also, are you going to grab a Quest 2 with that $50 gift card? Maybe you're going to get it for a gift for somebody, or maybe you've been waiting for an opportunity to get a deal on one, and now is the time. Again, the links are down in the description. If you want to get the most out of your Quest and your Quest 2, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there and the bell icon. Plus, you can check out even more of my videos right over there. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and happy questing.